Happy Veterans Day, Sarah.
Well, happy Veterans Day.
It's too bad there's only one day to recognize the great service put forth by this country's heroes.
That's true, so let's not waste any time.
You're right. Let's start this off with the national anthem.
Thank you, GHS Band and Choir. That was really great.
Next up, we have a few members of our Grafton American Legion Post 355.
We wish we're in the auditorium to hear these messages and to meet a few of our local veterans and shake hands like we're normally able to do.
However, this year we'll still have the opportunity to hear from a few veterans who will share their stories and messages with us today.
Hello, my name is Gary Gilstrap here at the American Legion. I'm better known as Gator. I'm originally from Sanford, Florida. I am the first Vice Commander of the American Legion Post 355 here in Grafton. I served in the United States Air Force from 1970 to 1990. And I was stationed pretty much everywhere you could think of in the United States and overseas. My primary bases was I was stationed in England, I was stationed in Japan, and of course number one was I was a Vietnam veteran. So I was in Tan Son Nhut Air Base, Saigon. It was a great experience. I got to see the world, and like I said, I just touched on the highlights of my career. Veterans Day is anybody that ever put on a uniform, and they may have went in for all different reasons. They went in because they didn't want to go to college. They didn't know what they wanted to do in life. Hey, you go in the military, you got a paycheck, you got benefits, you know, health insurance, everything's covered. So there's different reasons for going in the military. But when you're in, you're part of an elite family. You have each other's back, no matter what race, the color, it didn't matter. You were as close as, probably closer than probably your family. Because when you're in combat, that person next to you is got your back and your life. And so when Veterans Day come, and you know, being Air Force, it doesn't matter. I have my friends here are Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and soon to be Space Force. Yeah, we're all brothers and sisters in arms. Use those of you who are in high school that are thinking about a military career. To me, there's nothing better in this whole wide world than the day that you go in and the day that you come out. Veterans Day is really say thank you to everybody who put on a uniform and protected your way of life.
Kevin Dressel, USMC. I am a 1979 graduate of Grafton High School.
And what were your responsibilities while in the military? And like, where were you located when you served?
I was a heavy equipment operator. I was stationed in Hawaii.
Hi, my name is Sandra Kraswinski, and I was a member of the Air Force Reserves for 23 years. So Veterans Day means to me is service to our country. I was really proud when I first joined, following in my father's footsteps, and really my whole family. My grandfather was in the Marines. I have a number of uncles who were in the Air Force, the Navy, the Coast Guard, all branches, the Army. So I'm really proud. When I hear Veterans Day, I think of the service that my family contributed to this country, and also all of those who came before me and who continue to serve. So I'm really proud of being part of this country. There are different ways to serve, and just supporting the veterans I think is really important. And there are different ways that you can find to serve in your own way, either through the military, the reserves. It's a great opportunity to learn a lot of different skills, and also to just support our country and what we stand for is what I think of when it comes to Veterans Day.
All right, I'm Steve Schock, Grafton High School class of '66. Out of high school, I was lucky enough to get an apprenticeship for a skilled trade, tool and die making. And by the time I finished that in 1970, got married to my high school sweetheart. By Labor Day weekend, I was in the Army. But I was fortunate at that time. I was an infantryman. They weren't sending combat troops over to Southeast Asia, so I ended up in Europe. So it was great duty. I ended up with 3rd Armored Division, same post that Elvis Presley was stationed at. I was in a mechanized infantry unit, so it was a good experience. Veterans Day is a great time to get together with other veterans, share your stories, remember your friends. Everybody has experience, they have a story, they have losses, but you like to dwell on the positives and remember the good things. Today is to honor a veteran. This country wouldn't be like it is today without the sacrifices and service of veterans. So honor them. If you have family members, thank them, embrace them, enjoy it. They all have a story.
Okay, my name is Al Richards. I was in the U.S. Army. I was in Vietnam in 1967, where I was wounded twice. Once I caught a piece of hand grenade in my neck, and I stayed in country and recouped from that, and then I went back out, and about 3 months later I was shot in the arm. Well, Veterans Day to me is more for everybody who served, and appreciating everybody who went in. I was drafted, but you know, today's military are all volunteers, you know, so all these people who are going over and protecting our freedoms from terrorists and stuff, they're all volunteers. So actually I've spent most of my American Legion life working with troop and family support. Because when I came back from Vietnam, I was lucky. I was well received back home here. But a lot of my friends who I still stay in contact with today, they had a hard time in some areas. You know, California and that, they were actually spit on when they got off of the plane to come home. And so I kind of swore that I would do everything I could to make sure that didn't happen again. You know, that we honored. And to me, that's what Veterans Day is. We need to remember the sacrifices that they are going through and their families are going through, and just say thank you once in a while. You know, the people, veterans really appreciate that when somebody says thank you for your service. I know I do.
Thank you to all our veterans in the community and nationwide.
And for Grafton High School, have a great Veterans Day, and be sure to reach out and express your appreciation to our great heroes.
Even if we can't meet in person and show our appreciation, we still wanted to say thank you for everything our veterans have done for us.
Thank you, veterans.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, veterans.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, veterans.
Happy Veterans Day, Grafton High School, and thank you to Legion Post 355.
And thank you once more to all the members of the Army, Air Force, Navy, and Marines who served in the military to preserve the safety of this country.